Hello guys, welcome back to RX-based pathology once again. I am Dr. Anjit. I'll be the principal teacher in RX-based pathology, and here I am going to discuss what a first year pathology resident should do. I'm 100% sure most of you must have been clueless entering into pathology. The workload which has been given to you looks more like clerical work in the initial half. You might even feel that I am not fit for this, I have to run away from this place. Believe me, every single pathologist who's in the top of this country and the world must have felt the same in the first few months of pathology. That's what it makes you. It kind of humbles you. The vastness of the subject, and you will like a tiny little drop in the center of it. Right? It's very, very, very vast. And if you go in a structured way, it's very much possible to ace pathology and you can enjoy it on a day-to-day basis as well. If you're first time here, click on the subscribe button. Let's learn more pathology together. If you have not downloaded the app, in the description there'll be the link of RX Ace Pathology. Download it. You'll have every resource required for you to ace pathology at any point of time, right? Let's dive into the video. So in first year pathology, I'm going to divide the video into three sections. One, what to learn. Second, the books. Third, what not to do. That also is very, very important to take care of that, right? In the first year, I want you to be very, very sure about the basics, normal finding. When I say normal, histology of every single organ is must. Be it the hair follicle or be it the brain parenchyma, I need to know the normal histology. Without knowing the normal histology, you cannot even learn the abnormality. Whenever you learn normal, part and parcel kind of learn a little bit about the physiology also. Histology and physiology is normal linked. So once you know that, the pathogenesis automatically can be derived, right? Histology of every tissue, cytology, again only normal. When I say normal, how does a normal pap smear looks, right? What are the three types of cells in a pap smear? How does a inflammatory cell looks, right? Normal criteria, just normal. Not even benign NLM, just normal, right? If it's an CSF, what will I see in a normal CSF? If it's a pleural fluid, what will I see in a normal pleural fluid? How does a normal mesothelium looks like? If I know normal, abnormality is definitely very, very easy over the period of time, right? After that, what I want you to do is, in hematology, in hemat, I'm sure you know one thing for sure, peripheral smear. This I won't say know the normal because I am 100% sure even in an undergraduate days, you know how does a normal peripheral smear does look like because you've done that in physiology, you must have done that in the pathology in the MBBS part as well, right? At the same time, bone marrow. The biggest mistake most of them do is they'll say that I will do it in the second year. No, you have to do it in the first year only, right? Normal bone marrow. How does an aspirate look? What does a particle mean? How does a biopsy look? What does a trabeculae mean? All the normal thing for everything from head to foot has to be done. Start doing this after 3 months into pathology because first 3 months you have to get oriented to it. How it happens, how the entire workflow happens. It will take time to adapt, not a matter at all. But to learn entire normal thing, the videos are there in the RxDX app. It will not take much time. We have slides of normal thing also in the RxDX app, marked slides, annotated slides. Listen to the video, look at the slides and just zoom in and see what is about. So once you're done with that, then you are strong basics. That's more than enough for you to have an amazing basic, right? In addition to this, what I want to do you to do as well is I want to do a little bit of other things also. Apart from knowing normal, the techniques, right? The techniques, whatever it is, be it a staining, because you will not get time beyond that. In the first 3 months, like I said, don't go into novel. So how do I occupy the first 3 months of orientation? Learn the techniques. Be cordial with the technician. Learn how to do it. Because once you have to set up the lab in future, or if you're going to report, you need to know what is understain, what is overstain, what is an artifact, what to change, right? Technique. All the machines available. So when I say machines, it includes a simple Coulter CBC counter. If your hospital has flow, the microtome, the processing machine, the processor, right? The frozen section, cryostat, everything available. This has to be done the first 3 months of your time. How does a pap smear work? How do we stain pap smear? When do we replace it? Do it once. It's not a menial job. Do it once. Because once you know, okay, there's an error here. I've got a slide here. It's looking very ragged. So I should know what to change there. Is it the microtomes problem or the handles problem or the blades problem? So if I don't know this, when I go and report independently, I will not have strong hold on it. This has to be done the first 3-4 months because if you leave this now, you'll go and look at this again when you are in exam going PG. That time our goal is to just to clear the exam, right? So first 3 to 4 months, stick with the technician, stick with the lab assistant, learn every nook and corner of it right from starting switching off the machine, because they are very, very important. What's a dry run? What's a control? Because those also is involved in your final year exam. So if you have a strong hold on it here, if possible, take notes. Again, I'll add more context, the RxD upon how does lab medicine works. It's very, very important for us to learn that. This is the goal for the first 3-4 months. Once it's done, what are books to follow, right? So I told what to do in the learning part of histopathology normal, and also I told you the thing what I can do in the first 3-4 months. Books for the first year. One book I want you to master is Robbins. You might have read Robbins in your first MBBS. If not, read again. In Robbins, every single page of general pathology is must. This has to be over in the first prof itself, so first year itself, because you will be teaching your undergraduates, your students you'll be teaching, right? So you have to master it. Robbins based lectures are available in the RSDX app once again. If you have a look at it, everything as per the requirement, because once you have a strong hold of Robbins, you will understand that whatever I need to diagnose is also there in Robbins. It's a very concise and a super book. This has to be completed in first year. Whatever happens in the first year, I'm going to complete this. You start reading from today or you start reading from after 3 months, I doesn't care, but I have to complete this in the first year. So you are already ready for first paper of your final year exam, that's general pathology. It has to be done by default. There's no excuse about it at all, right? Other things, what can I do? Daisy Lewis is an amazing book for hematology. The lab finding, basics, coagulation, everything. The normal smear making, everything will be there in Daisy Lewis. If possible, do that. Tejinder Singh is also a very good source for hematology. T Singh, which has a good amount of content, be it normal, abnormal, everything, the electrophoresis machine, HPLC machine, everything basics is given in Tejinder Singh as well, right? For cytology, in the first year, I want you to complete two guys, Bethesda of PAP and Bethesda of thyroid. Okay, these two, at least I want you to give one reading. The first reading alone, do it here. Again, I don't want you to excellent diagnosis, read it, because these two, by default, it has to be diagnosed only on Bethesda. If you have this strong knowledge about it, I don't want you to go in the next year to go and read the theory part again. Next year, let's apply and diagnose. This is important. And for histopathology, take it slow. Just Vitas, or I have a book called Stacy Mills. Most of the RxDX lectures are based on Stacy Mills, which is histology for pathologists. Read that completely, and maybe in the second half of first year, start diagnosing simple things, appendicitis, inflammatory conditions, or a benign tumor. Start doing that. Later on in the second year, we'll take a different trajectory altogether, right? So this is what I want you to do. Just to summarize it, okay? The first prof, histo basics is important. I'm not the prof in the first year, right? Second must to do is Robbins. There's no way I'm going to leave without doing Robbins. This is must to do, this must to complete also. Third, all the lab techniques, lab related, machine related, everything should be done in the first 3 to 4 months. Whatever is available in the lab in the hospital should be done, should be thorough in the first 3 to 4 months. Go, disturb them, learn every nook and corner of it from the experience. Fourth, I want to give one reading, the first reading of at least the Bethesda, okay, at least your Stacy Mills, okay, and your T. Singh's or a Daisy Lewis, PS reporting alone, okay. So this, you can do it in the second half of the first year, that's your second semester. This is what I want you to do, right? And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll definitely learn more things together. So if you have any more doubts regarding how to navigate the vast ocean of pathology one step at a time, put it in the comment box, or you can join my Telegram group or the WhatsApp group. Let's discuss more and we'll make sure that it's easy and it's possible to do that, right? See you guys. Till then, bye-bye from Dr. Anjit. Bye-bye.